Yeah, have you ever guided someone across the street? You should go here, get across the street. Have a holly jolly. Dang it! Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to the best day of the week, which is usually true, except this week that contains Christmas Eve and Christmas. So, hey, welcome to the third best day of the week. Boxing Day, also the Feast of St. Stephen, but that's next week. My nonna used to call it Happy Feast of St. Stephen. It's nice. No one calls it to wish you a happy Boxing Day. Anyway, dang it! Listen, there's a certain guy who's been making a list, checking it twice, finding out who's naughty or nice. So you might feel like it's not nice to laugh at dang it's, but the North Pole is geo-blocked. It's fine. He'll never know. So let's take a look at the biggest dang it's from around the NHL this week, and we will start with a rather naughty linesman. Here's Michael Bunting getting into it, sort of, with linesman Dan Kelly.
Dangle draw. The puck is under Belmar. At the point, Marner can't hold it. Nylander racing back with Cirelli all over him. And William Nylander, look out. Step on a dime, falls behind the net. On the net now, Nylander back with it as time expires, and Nylander wants to work with Pierre-Edouard Belmar.
Oh, he got Marner at the end of the period right there.
Sergachev into it with Bunting.
Doesn't feel
Tavares.
great with 8 stitches in your lip.
Chernak and Tavares are jawing as well. The linesman shoving Bunting off the ice.
And there's no real...
It gets more wild the more you watch it. So there's a little bit of context here. The Leafs were mad about two things. Number one, bit of a late hit from Pierre-Edouard Belmar. The Lightning are on a penalty kill to end the period. But at the end of the day, you play to the whistle. You play to the horn. You're trying to win a hockey game. You lay a hit during the allotted time to play hockey. It's fine. The Leafs can be mad about it, but the Lightning did nothing wrong. Michael Bunting, on the other hand, had more of a bee in his bonnet. It's more than usual because behind the play, Mikhail Sergachev slashed him right on the hand. Brouhaha ensues. Naturally, Bunting is right in the middle of that, and so is Sergachev. But then, in like a bat out of actual heck, comes linesman Dan Kelly. He grabs Michael Bunting right away, he's a priority, and he guides him off the ice where the door is open to go down the hallway. Now here's the thing, you watch the play again, Bunting's done. Like, he's motor mouth all the time. If you're waiting for Michael Bunting to stop talking, you're going to be waiting until well after the game. Fairly certain that dude talks in his sleep. Bunting was talking as he's heading off the ice, and who knows if what he was saying was naughty or nice, but he was talking. That's all he was doing, was talking. He's not trying to get past the linesman. There's no indication that he's going to physically try to get around him. Have you ever gone from the ice to not on the ice with any kind of speed? Have you done it going backwards? Have you done it while going backwards unbeknownst to you? Because if you look at Michael Bunting's reaction, it's fairly authentic surprise. Because Dan Kelly shoves him, and this is not all he's guiding him off. I can't believe how many people reacted to this like there isn't actual footage of it happening. Does this look like guiding to you? Does it look like he's guiding him? Yeah, have you ever guided someone across the street? You should go here, get across the street. He straight up shoves Michael Bunting off the ice, and just in case there was any confusion, Michael Bunting's like, did you just shove me? He shoves him again! And Bunting's reaction was absolutely perfect. I'm gonna do an exact lip reading here. What the heck are you doing? That was crazy. Before just picking up a completely new conversation. Now, at the time I'm shooting this, nothing has happened to Dan Kelly. I'm not part of the group that thinks he should be, like, fined or fired. I would just like it acknowledged, publicly, ideally, that that's not okay. You can't, linesmen and refs just can't go around shoving players. I thought Bunting's reaction was great, which was, like, it didn't even occur to him to shove Dan Kelly back. He was genuinely surprised. I'm just trying to think of the last time I ever saw something like that. Can you think of that? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. But that, what are you doing? That's a dang it. For our next dang it, unfortunately, it contains my dear friend James Reimer. And it also contains the Calgary Flames, and for once, they're on the good end of the dang it. They've been having a tough season. Sorry, let me back up. Jake Markstrom has been having a tough season. I can't say the Flames are always in dangits. He's like half of them. But here are the San Jose Sharks allowing a goal on home ice just 15 seconds in.
Toffoli with a tip in. Lindholm on the forecheck. Matt Benning back to it for the Sharks around the boards. Not out, standing his ground was Hannafin. Now it's a chance for Dylan Dubé in front. They score!
The other night, they got away with it. Well, a little play D to D, get the puck in deep, and here comes that Flames forecheck. They force the pressure. Great the giveaway off the half boards. Some real good plays off the half boards, and here comes the poor defense as the San Jose Sharks just running all over the place. And an easy get.
Was Marc-Edouard Vlasic playing like a challenge? Was that a challenge to see if he could move as little as possible and still break the play up? Just like that, the Sharks are down on home ice. Well, get it back the next shift.
Congratulations. So Toffoli from Dubé and Lindholm as Tyler Toffoli picks up his 12th of the season. And here's another chance right in front. They score! Just like that, Dylan Dubé tucks it in. 15 seconds after Toffoli opened the scoring.
And another giveaway right to the Flames. And now you got two defensemen chasing way up the half boards. And the Flames have two players right in behind the defense. And Dubé with a nice little play to walk right across Reimer, who commits early, and then...
How did they defend this one even worse? The Sharks allow 2 goals in the first 30 seconds on home ice, and the boos are already coming down. That has got to be a record. Amazingly, the Flames would go on to blow that lead, and it would be relatively tight, but 30 seconds! 2 goals! That is a dang it. It's a couple of them, actually. For our next dang it, look at what the Chicago Blackhawks are wearing. Just look at it. Oh, wait, they did something bad, too? Okay, let's watch.
Kako racing up ice. Murphy steps in front in the corner. Kako back to the line for Schneider. Wristing one toward the net, and off a deflection, the Rangers score again. Lay was out in front. So was Murphy for the Blackhawks defensively.
Yeah, this one's just going to get thrown on the ice, or towards the net, excuse me, there by Schneider. There's a battle in front of the net. Brodzinski's there. So is Murphy. As you can see, Schneider throws it. Oh, it gets deflected by the forward up top, and it actually looks like it goes off Murphy's stick, too. A double deflection, but Schneider, I think, is going to get credit for this one. To make it 7-1. Yeah, you can see right there, it goes off of Murphy's stick. I don't know if it goes off Brodzinski's.
Producer Nick called that the double doink. I did not know that producer Nick was a fan of wrestling from the 90s, but here we are. It's rare you get a perfect tip from your own teammate, but the New York Rangers were blessed with 2 perfect tips from the Chicago Blackhawks. Goalie's got absolutely no chance. John Cena, you can't see me, that's also wrestling. And that goal made it 7-1, and I think the Rangers might win this one. On the Blackhawks jersey, I think you can wear basically anything as long as you're winning, as long as you're performing. Everything looks good. I don't know if Matthews could rock the mustache if he only scored 12 goals a year, you know what I mean? Remember when Patrick Laine went like a full calendar year looking like an Abraham Lincoln cosplayer? But he scored like 40 goals, so we were all like, yeah, sure, do your thing, Patrick. Blackhawks were in first place. We might learn to live with those jerseys, but no. That's a dang it. For our next dang it,
driven back in by Ryan. His father Tim is here. Costin shadowing Fabro. 30 minutes complete. We've settled nothing. 2-2.
hockey's so weird. Having been to a hockey game with someone who had literally never seen a full hockey game in their entire life, I always think of stuff like this through the lens of that person. Like, imagine that was someone's first hockey game. That game right there. Dante Fabro holds onto this puck for like 12, 15 seconds with no pressure or pursuit from any opponent. Meanwhile, the goalie is doing what exactly? UC Saros is doing what exactly? My favorite conspiracy theory, and you can talk about this over Christmas dinner with family, is that goalies aren't real. Hockey is the weirdest sport in the world. God, I love it. But that's a dang it. For our next dang it, Evan Bouchard wears number 2 for the Edmonton Oilers. Just follow him this whole play. That's the dang it.
Lequier believes it was friendly fire that stung Draisaitl. It's batted down on the launch the other way by Bouchard. Turned over. Strome, a wrist shot and a save made by Skinner. Rebound to Toronto. Louis, I think if Strome cuts left, he has a wide open path, and it doesn't matter. As from distance, Klingberg has his third goal in 2 games, right underneath the bar, and the Ducks regain the lead. It's 4-3.
Rim around the boards and just zinged it home, and right there's the first opportunity, and this puck, after this shot goes around, it's the non-stopping it right here by Klingberg. He just corrals that puck and whips it towards it. Bouchard inadvertently right here, right in the eyes of Stuart Skinner. Goes by him. If you're going to stand in front of your goaltender, you got to get in the way of that.
Nothing about that was good. Start with the giveaway. The puck sails right by him. That's like a half dang it. Maybe like he could have gotten that. Then the pièce de résistance, which I think is Italian. Bouchard screens his own goalie. Look at Stuart Skinner. Hey, look at him. He wants to say something. He wants to say something, but he doesn't want to ruin Christmas. I will be on the good list. I will be on the good list. I will. He didn't say it, but he was thinking it. That's a dang it. For next dang it, Alexander Romanov. Just watch. Also, consider don't.
Bailey is there. Turnover here. Keller brings it in. Keller holding on to it. Keller turning with it. Flips it along. Chychrun. Good luck. Sorokin the save.
Oh, what a set of hands by Clayton Keller.
Keller again. They dip it in front and score. Keller and Boyd hook up.
And the Coyotes have taken a 2-goal lead.
And here's the shot. He wants it. He gets it. And this shot was going way wide. Way wide. It hits the defenseman in front and finds the back of the net. So right now, everything going in for Clayton Keller and the Coyotes tonight.
12th of the season for Keller. His first goal tonight went in off a defenseman. Ditto on the second. It was Romanov. I thought it might have caromed off Boyd. Not even close.
Yeah. I think they should be allowed to call the game off. If you missed what happened, Clayton Keller took a really hard slap shot with a stick that's hundreds of dollars worth of technology, and the puck is made of vulcanized rubber. Do you know what vulcanized means? It makes the rubber very hard. Very, very frozen and hard. And that puck went right into Alexander Romanov's. It went right into, and then the puck went in is the worst part. Sorry, let me dial that. Then the puck went in, which is the second worst part. At least if you make the block, it's a funny story to tell. It's this is what I'm willing to do for the team, boys. But to make that sacrifice, to have that happen to your down there, and then it goes in? No, you can't have that. I hope Romanov did not have to pay for dinner that night, and I also hope he didn't have to pay for someone should have got him frozen peas. You know what I mean? That's a dang it. For our next dang it, something that's just visually funny. Here's Seth Jarvis scoring a goal. See if you can find what's funny about it.
If it's going to be a penalty, try to avoid at all costs it being a stick infraction and in the offensive zone.
And now Carolina will play this forward, and Jarvis, he'll cut to the front of the net, and he'll score! Oh, what a hard-working goal, Seth Jarvis!
The no fear t-shirts and hats. This was no fear. 3 stars hounding him after Brady Shea made a critical play at his own blue line, and fearlessly goes to the front of the net, knowing all that pressure's coming, possible contact, gets it from one hand on his backhand to his forehand, gets Wedgwood moving.
Only thing that would have made that better is if the goal song was follow the leader, leader, leader. He gets like a conga line forming behind him made out of 3 members of the Dallas Stars. Look at this. Da, 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 da. Where'd you come up with that defensive structure? A wedding? Not their finest hour. That is a dang it. For next dang it, if you're a goaltender, you don't have to tend the goal if you do this.
Wrist it through the corner.
Go for it.
Jeremy Swayman is
handling it
getting square and finding a lane right up the middle of the ice, and it just bends a little from center. It broke a little bit to the left.
Sometimes a dang it is a dang it for what it is. This is a dang it for what it isn't, which is a goalie goal. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal does not apply to goaltenders scoring because that's the coolest thing ever. And Jeremy Swayman was within 6 inches of making that happen, and we were all robbed. All of us, every one of us. That is a gosh darn dang it. For our next dang it, a true holiday classic. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal! Here's Brian Elliott.
But for the Lightning, they're happy to get home, to be sure to be home for Christmas. They'd won 5 in a row, given away there, but
Oh
they
boy.
score!
Oh boy.
A giveaway by Elliott.
Wow. Is there something wrong with that end of the ice?
Soderblom, the beneficiary of that one.
You had the Adam Ernie turnover, the unfortunate turnover in the third period to tie the game. And then this one, almost in the same area. No, I'm sorry, it was a goaltender turned it over right there. Oh my gosh, so Brian Elliott's got to be beside himself about looking right at.
You know, I might be able to forgive a giveaway, okay? I might be able to forgive it, even though I don't, actually. But for the sake of argument, let's say I can pretend. But how did you miss this? The Detroit Red Wings were bright red. You gave it away to one of them, and the guy you gave it away to passed it to literally, and that word is far too overused, but literally the largest professional hockey player in the world. I didn't check if that's true, but he's 6'8", close enough. Elmer Soderblom, and he taps it in for the easiest goal he has scored so far and will ever score. It's a tied game in the third period. You'd be better off literally just stopping the puck and running away. That's how you get on the naughty list there, Brian. That's a dang it. Down to the final 2 dang it's, and they both involve the St. Louis Blues. Here is them scoring an amazing 2-on-1 goal.
Then gave it away, and the Blues at 2-on-1. Thomas and Barbashev to Barbashev. Back to Thomas in front.
Telling Thomas to pass that puck, John Kelly. That is a great opportunity. He could have fired it in, but boy, oh boy, he's got some creative and calm hands, and the goaltender, Jacob Markstrom, had no chance whatsoever. I mean, you have to bite on the fact that the first pass ends up after the turnover by Lindholm was a soft play at the half boards, and now you got the 2-on-1 break. And right here, I thought for sure Thomas is going to fire it, but no, he gives it right back because the Calgary Flames stopped skating. And then they went puck watching, and Zadorov lost his man, and Barbashev's wide open.
Well, I guess you just had to be there then. I have never seen something like that happen, at least not that perfectly. That's the sort of thing that they put in a commercial or a prank video where someone turns off the power during the World Cup final. The Blues have a 2-on-1. They're about to complete the 2-on-1, and the broadcast feed cuts out. Forget what happened on the broadcast. Are there any Blues fans, anyone out there at all, who were recording their reaction to this? Please tell me there is footage of some Blues fans' live reaction to this. Unbelievable. That's a dang it. Last but certainly not least, you know what gets in the way of a good hockey game? Paperwork. Before the game, every team has to submit a starting lineup. The Edmonton Oilers did it in this game, and the St. Louis Blues did it in this game, except the St. Louis Blues lied! Braden Shen was supposed to be in the starting lineup, and he was not. The puck dropped, and Jay Woodcroft noticed that. Good on him for noticing that. It's not just being a nerd or a stickler. This can legitimately get your team an advantage. He discovers that the Blues used the wrong lineup card, or the wrong lineup, or however you want to say it, chicken and egg situation. The Blues get a penalty as a result. And on the ensuing power play,
They're nearly 50%. 31% on the season in front. Backhander scores! And Edmonton makes St. Louis pay for that clerical error. 63 seconds in, it's 1-0 Oilers. Hyman coming off a hat trick against Nashville with his 14th.
Boy, I called it a little error. Now it's a real big error. up against the #1 power play in the National Hockey League to give them a fresh power play right out of the gates. They haven't even jumped on the ice. And here it is here. That puck was up for grabs in one battle by Hyman over Bortuzzo. And this little missed pass just kind of comes into the lane, and this is confidence. For Hyman, nothing was going in for him. 9 games.
And on this day, we found out why Santa Claus checks his list twice. Craig Berube. That's a dang it. So, what'd you think of this edition of Steve's Dang It's? Let me know in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and make sure it's a safe one.